Hey guys, today's video is going to be my January Boxycharm unboxing. There has been yet another change in background behind me. If you've been watching my channel for a while, this is actually where I started. It's quite a gloomy day out, so I needed to be really close to a window. Also, we're getting ready to move, so the rest of my apartment is a complete disaster. And you can even see like quite a bit of like packing mess over here and all this stuff hanging up here. It's not ideal, I'm aware, but I really wanted to get this up for you guys. So this month's theme is, and the charm award goes to, and then as always the prices are on the back of the card here. I'm using the same camera I did in my very last video. I had mentioned that I'm testing out something new. I think that the quality is a little bit better. The color seems to be staying a little more true to reality than my other camera was doing. I just had a really cheap camera. It was the Nikon Coolpix. It's like $100 little camera, and I've been using it for all my blog pictures and YouTube videos over the past well, it's been over a year now, and I think that it's just dying a slow and painful death. It's either that or the editing software I'm using Windows Movie Maker. I explained it more in the description box of my last video if you are interested. Getting into this box, the biggest item back here, there's this little coupon thing which I'm not going to use. This is the Oscar Blandi Pronto Dry Shampoo Spray. I used to hear about this dry shampoo maybe like 2 years ago. Quite a few people that I watched were using it. It's supposed to be good. My hair is freshly clean, but oh, it smells good. Kind of like it kind of smells like lemon household cleaner products, but like not in a bad way. I don't know if that makes any sense. And the white cast doesn't seem to be too intense. Let's test it like right on the front. No, it doesn't seem to be leaving much of a white cast. It is kind of a wetter formula than what I'm used to. Like now my hair is kind of wet right here. But so far so good. It does smell nice, and this retails for $23 US. I will have the conversion to Canadian dollars down in the description box. As always, if you are Canadian like I am, I always do the conversion based on the conversion rates of the day I upload, or I try to anyways. So it's more accurate, but then if you are watching a video from the past, it'd be a little bit different, if that makes sense. And again, today I'm still testing out that same foundation that I was. I plan on writing a blog post on it this week. So again, my foundation does not match my neck, but I wasn't going to go buy another shade, especially since I'm not too fond of it. You can see that like the coverage is not that good, the color match is not that good, but if you're interested about the review, it is on the Maybelline Dream Velvet foundation. It launched, I think, in the summertime. Then keep an eye out on my blog for that review. I have decided to do a blog post on it. I mentioned in my last video that I wasn't sure, but that is definitely what I'm going to be doing. The next product I have in here is the Purlisse Daily Lip Nourisher with mango and shea butter. I've watched Kathleen Light's her Boxycharm unboxing, and I have different products than she does, so I don't know if like Canadians are getting a different box or they've just kind of expanded a little more so that not everyone is getting exactly the same things. So if you're Canadian especially, let me know what you got in your Boxycharm and we can compare and see if like the Canadians are getting one box and the Americans are getting another box. I'd be curious to see that, but this was not in Kathleen Light's box. That's the only one I watched so far for this month. This retails for $16, and my lips have been so dry. Partially because it's winter and partially because I am pregnant. I just like literally just exfoliated my lips and I can already see right here like some of the chappedness is back again. It just looks like this. It looks kind of like a standard little lip balm. Purlisse is a good brand. I've liked quite a few of their skincare products that we've gotten in the past, either from Boxycharm or I think we've received it, at least I have, in Ipsy in the past. So excited to try that. Next thing I see in here is the Crown Brush SS017 Deluxe Fan Brush. I'm not the biggest fan of fan brushes. I prefer to highlight with something like my Real Technique setting brush or this Crown brush. The number's not on it, but it's kind of like a duo fiber, really tapered brush. I prefer these versus a fan brush. The only other fan brush I like have kept in my collection is this Sephora one, which is quite a lot bigger for reference. This is just the Sephora fan brush, that's all it's called, so it must just be their basic one. It's much wider, and also, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell, but the Sephora one is kind of fatter than this Crown one is. So I will try it and see how I get on with it. It's just not my favorite way to apply highlight, that's all. And this retails for $12.99. My last two products are packaged together in this bubble wrap. Sorry, it's I'm not sure if you guys, well, I will know by the time I'm editing this, if you guys can hear the traffic sounds. It's currently coming on to rush hour, so outside it's getting pretty busy. First thing in the bubble wrap was the Pure Mineral Glow Bronzing Powder. I don't know if I've ever tried anything from Pure. Pure is different than Purlisse, even though they are spelt the same here. They both, neither of them have the E on the end. But I don't know if Pure is readily available in Canada. At least I don't think I've seen it in store. If you're Canadian and know where I can get Purlisse besides ordering off their website, of course, then do let me know. But I love bronzer. This is quite a big bronzer as well. This retails for $25. That's what it looks like there. Please excuse how dry my hands are, but it's actually quite a nice color. It is warm, which I prefer more warm bronzers in the summertime, but I guess there's a little bit of a glow going on there, but it's not shimmery like I thought it would be. Like on my finger, it looks like it would be glittery. Do you see that? But when I actually swatch it on my hand, it just has a little bit of light reflection to it, but I don't see any sparkle. So that's good. Lately, I haven't been trying the products in my videos, but sorry, I have to reach over my camera. But I seem to be going through this box pretty fast, so I am gonna test this out. I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush. Oh yeah, that's definitely warm. Something I would be more likely to use in the summertime, like I said. But it does add a nice color to the cheeks. It's a little dark for me right now, but again, in the summertime, when I have some more color to my skin, I think this will work great. I really like that, and it is blending out quite nicely. I do really like this. The last thing I have here that I received in my Boxycharm this month is the Vintage by Jessica. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce her last name. This is the Illuminating Face Highlighter Set. I saw in Kathleen Light's video, like I mentioned, I had watched hers, that these are a little dark. I love the vintage packaging though. You see that? It's like a matte white, and then it has that gold foiled text on the front. And these are in the shades Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond. Those are the colors there. This is going to be way too dark for me right now. I will test it out when I have a tan in the summer, but right now it's a little too taupey and dark for my skin. This retails for $35, so that's pretty high end, I think, I would say, for 2 highlights. I am going to try this one. This must be Rose Quartz here. It's a little bit more rosy in tone, and I am going to try it with this Crown Deluxe Highlight Fan Brush. I'm just using the viewfinder here, so it does add some light reflection. I feel like it's picking up a lot of the texture that I have on my skin, and I still think that this is a little too dark. So you can see some of the color right here. But it does seem pretty nice. Okay, it is picking up a lot of the texture that I have on my skin, but the color is really pretty. It's just a little too dark for me right now, but again, like, these 2 products will both work really well for me in the summertime, so I don't want to throw them away or anything. And that highlight, well, both the highlight and the bronzer blended really nicely. So that's everything that I received in my Boxycharm this month. The only thing I wasn't too over the moon about was the crown brush. It did apply the highlight okay. It's just not my favorite way to apply highlight personally, but that's personal preference. If you prefer a fan brush, then you'd probably really like it. It is soft, and it did blend the highlight pretty well. As always, I'll have the total dollar value in the description box below, as well as the conversion to Canadian dollars for all of my Canadian viewers. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.